Right now, a proposal to continue funding officers in Madison schools moves on to the full council.
And the NBA giving out some hardware tonight in California. Its annual awards ceremony. Can the Bucks bring some home? We'll find out in sports.
I just wanted to do it to people in my school that don't really get acknowledged as they needed to.
Sometimes recognizing others who don't even know they are doing something good can make all the difference.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. A contract between the Madison School District and the city that puts police officers in schools has cleared another hurdle tonight. But some groups still want the board to reconsider. Amy Reed joins us now to show us why. Amy?
The contract allows SROs to remain in schools for 3 more years. It just has one more step before it can be adopted. But while that keeps moving forward, some want the contract to take a few steps back.
Do we want our officers contracted out to an outside entity?
With only one vote in opposition, the Finance Committee agreed to pass the contract between the city and Madison schools on to the next round, though some still spoke in opposition.
The kids that we should be most concerned with are the kids that are already being alienated by our system, whatever the reasons for that is. And if we put SROs in schools, I really think we're just debilitating our chances to do anything about it.
The committee agreed this was the school district's decision, and since the board passed the contract 2 weeks ago, the majority felt the choice was already made. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway said she supports the contract since it gives the district the choice to remove an SRO if they see fit. But even weeks later, people are urging the board to decide otherwise and keep cops out of schools. 3 former alders want the board to do a new vote completely, arguing the board president, Gloria Reyes, shouldn't have participated since she works for the city, which is a vendor in the contract. According to the board's ethical code of conduct, no board member whose non-district employment is compensated by a district vendor shall participate in the purchasing process. They have submitted a formal ethics complaint, but both Reyes and the district have not responded.
I wanted to get a better understanding. Is Gloria Reyes an employee of the city of Madison?
The ethics concern came up during the Finance Committee hearing, but the board ultimately decided the responsibility with addressing it lies with the school board and the district.
She's in a totally different department that has absolutely nothing to do with it.
The school didn't get back to us on whether the board could vote again on this. For now, the contract will move on to Common Council, which is its final step before it can be implemented for the upcoming school year.
Amy, thank you. And also tonight, Madison and Fitchburg have come up with a plan to fix a section of broken Raymond Road. We told you about this section before. This is near Verona Road. One direction is in Madison. The other side of that road is in Fitchburg. Today, the City Finance Committee unanimously decided to accept money from Fitchburg to do that repair. So now Madison crews will handle it. Fitchburg will simply reimburse their portion, which is nearly $100,000. The plan just needs final approval from the Madison Common Council next week.
The body of the 11-year-old boy who went missing in the Wisconsin River near the Dells last week has been found. The Adams County Sheriff's Department says employees at Alliant Energy Dam found his body around 7:30 this morning. That is about a half-mile away from where divers began their search. Jameson Miller was last seen going into the river near the Chapel Gorge Trail last Tuesday. We've had off and on rain all day today. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with your first alert forecast. Dana.
A few thunderstorms mixed in there as well. We got some reports of hail and a lot of really cool cloud pictures coming in for us. And as we look at our Doppler track over the last 6 hours, you can see that heavy rain just sliding over western Dane County. Specifically over the last several hours. Now, right now, thankfully, the rain's dying down for us, which means our sky is steadily going to become mostly clear as we head into tomorrow. It's currently 64 in Madison, 66 in Janesville. Mild temperatures for us overnight. That'll be very close to our dew point, so it does feel just a little muggy outside. And as far as our wind speeds are concerned, they're going to continue to stay fairly calm. That breeze coming from the west-southwest. We stay mostly clear to start the day, but there's going to be another chance for some strong thunderstorms popping up later on Tuesday evening. We'll take a closer look at that forecast for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. A Cottage Grove man is facing felony charges as prosecutors allege he took photos and video of women in a restroom at an Eastside Madison store this spring.
And Madison police believe this likely wasn't the first time he's done something like this. Our Madeline O'Neill explains why.
Eric and Charlotte, the court is ordering 21-year-old Mitchell Brooks to stay out of any female restroom after his signature bond was set at $500 today in relation to an incident at Burlington Coat Factory in March. That's when a woman called police to report a man in the women's room taking photos of her 14-year-old daughter. According to a criminal complaint filed in May, Brooks adamantly denied doing so. But after getting a search warrant in April, detectives found a deleted video on Brooks' phone of a woman fitting the description of the mother in a bathroom stall. Brooks is now facing charges of invasion of privacy with a victim under the age of 18 and capturing an intimate representation without consent. Madison police are warning there may be unreported incidents involving similar behavior.
We found in the past that individuals who engage in behavior similar to Mr. Brooks often do so on multiple occasions and not just with one victim or not just one occasion.
The case's detective says Brooks was originally arrested on misdemeanor disorderly conduct in April and let out on bond before any felony charges were added. The Monona Police Department is investigating a report of a man in a woman's restroom for an extended amount of time about 2 weeks ago. We asked Monona if these cases might be related, and while they say they do have a person of interest, they aren't able to comment because it is an ongoing investigation. The Madison detective I spoke with says he's aware of this Monona incident but also can't comment further, but he isn't actively working with any departments on similar investigations.
An ongoing investigation tonight into a crash along the interstate involving a semi-truck and squad car. This happened this morning along I-94 near Cottage Grove. The state trooper is along the side of the road conducting a stop with their lights activated. A semi-truck swerves at the last second to avoid a major crash, but still clips the squad car, causing significant damage. The trooper was not in the vehicle at the time, so no one was injured. Another top White House official says she will not cooperate with the House Oversight Committee. A hearing for Kellyanne Conway was scheduled on Wednesday. Tonight, the White House says she will not attend as the committee looks into allegations she repeatedly violated the Hatch Act, which is a federal law prohibiting employees of the executive branch from using their official authority or influence to affect the result of an election.
President Trump signs an executive order today taking direct aim at Iran's supreme leader and other Iranian officials with new financial sanctions. The president cited Iran's alleged pursuit of nuclear weapons, its development of ballistic missiles in support of terrorism. The new sanctions target international assets and 8 military officials the U.S. says were responsible for shooting down a U.S. drone last week. The White House was placed on lockdown this afternoon after a report of a suspicious package outside. It was spotted along Pennsylvania Avenue. After an investigation, the Secret Service says the package had been declared safe. The White House lockdown and traffic closures were then lifted.
It is the start of a big week for Catholics in the area. Donald Hying will be installed tomorrow as the 5th Bishop of Madison. I sat down with him today for an exclusive interview. Hying is from New Berlin. He went to Marquette University while attending St. Francis Seminary. He's been a priest for 30 years. The last 4 years spent as bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Gary, Indiana.
It's kind of wonderful to come back to Wisconsin, I have to say. My father grew up in this diocese on farms in Grant and Iowa counties. I have a lot of cousins here. I have a brother that lives in Jefferson County. It took me 10 minutes on the phone to convince him that I was his new bishop, because he kept saying, "You're kidding. You're making this up. This is a joke." So it's great to be back in Wisconsin.
The first thing he plans to do is meet as many people as possible and listen to them. He also wants to find a way to get young people back to church. His installation mass is tomorrow at 11 a.m. at St. Maria Goretti Church on the west side. We will live stream it on channel3000.com.
We do have some breaking news from our Channel 3000 Alert Center. A man has been shot. This happened in Marquette County today during a hostage situation. Police say they responded to a call from a woman who said her son was threatening her with a gun. Police say he was outside with a gun when they responded. He went back inside and refused to negotiate with officers. A tactical team then entered the home. The man was shot by a Columbia County Sheriff's deputy. The suspect was taken to the hospital. The deputy now on paid administrative leave, which is the standard protocol. Still ahead tonight, we all probably think we know what it means to be kind, but we found some area kids who are truly showing us what it means.
We want to give back to other people who haven't gotten recognized as much as others.
It's not hard to do something good for others. How these 4 are doing it one grade at a time. Stay with us.
I'm here with
Warms my heart because I wanted to inspire more people to be kind and generous to others.
Giving to others, caring for others, they're what makes us human. And a handful of kids in Monroe are learning that doing something good for others does them good as well. As the school year comes to an end, something new and exciting is just beginning.
Sometimes I don't think we give them enough credit for what their capabilities are.
These fifth graders have been spending a lot of time in the principal's office lately, and not because they're in any trouble.
We gave up lunches and recesses.
And why on earth would they do that?
Because I wanted to make sure that everybody's feeling included in the school and everybody's being kind.
Ah, there it is, being kind. That's the idea behind a new kindness club at Northside Elementary. It was founded by this young man, Jashawn Brightsman, after watching a video with his mom of students in another state doing something good for a classmate.
He then said, "Mom, could I do this at Northside?" And I said, "Well, I don't know why not."
After getting Principal Amy's blessing and support, Jashawn recruited fellow fifth graders Anna, Eli, and Chloe to join the club.
At one point, I tried to write an agenda, and that was crumpled up and thrown in the garbage. He's like, "Mom, we've got this."
And do they ever?
Someone special who's...
They made a video to show everyone what the Kindness Club is all about. Each student in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades nominated a classmate to be recognized, letting them know they are valued, they have worth, and they're seen for who and what they truly are.
I get to make a kid happy when they don't really feel like anyone doesn't really think about them.
After 2 months of missing those all-important lunches and recess, the club members are surprising the 3 students with special baskets filled with gifts, personally selected just for them. Oh, and the 4 do-gooders here raised all the money for that too.
I woke up really happy because I wanted to inspire more people to be kind and generous.
Shannon Weber.
Hello, 4th graders. We are the Kindness Club. We see you, you matter. So can the following 4th grader please come up? Leanne Trong.
Everything went better than planned.
She is kind to everyone, and if someone is hurt, she helps them. So Jade Tran, could you come and receive your basket?
But they didn't anticipate this.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah.
This is what knowing how valued you are did to Jade, a 3rd grader.
You gotta look carefully here at what you're getting.
She finally got recognized, and she got recognized for what she does.
I'm so proud of them. I mean, this to me is what school is really all about. It's about kind acts, it's developing that character.
And along with the physical gifts comes another gift, perhaps even a lesson.
Everyone can be kind to others. It's not just adults that can do kindness or that can give kindness, and it's not something that you have to do once in a while. It's something that you can do every day.
This opened my eyes to the fact that there are so many good, wonderful kids if we give them the opportunity.
You know, we can work on reading and math, and those are all very important. However, this is the stuff that really matters.
Jashawn, Anna, Eli, and Chloe, thank you all for doing something so good and so kind, and please keep it going. If you know a person, a business or organization doing something good, I'd love to hear about it. Fill out a nomination at channel3000.com/do-something-good.
Charlotte made everybody cry. Yes. Just kind of like what the Skies were doing today. That Kindness Club, they need that everywhere.
They do.
Right? We heard applause back there.
That's what I was just, there's people clapping in the newsroom right now for that one. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Things going to dry out here?
Thankfully, we are going to get a bit of a break in the rain. Of course, we had some stronger showers and thunderstorms slide through for us this afternoon. Temps were climbing early in the afternoon. We did hit a high of 75 just before the rain came through, and then all of that warm air was just zapped out of here. We started to cool down right away as soon as the shower slid on in. Right now, thankfully, the rain mostly out of here. A few isolated showers in central Wisconsin. Of course, we did have a few reports of some hail. A lot of rain coming through for us today with those storms popping up. But right now, we're looking at our skies steadily becoming mostly clear overnight. Along the western edge of Dane County, we did have some isolated areas get over 1.5 inches of rain. Most of the area, though, picking up at least 1/2 inch of showers as this cold front is sliding east now. Behind it, we are going to get just a little bit of a break in the rain. No big cool down for us, though. Temperatures tonight will stay pretty mild, and tomorrow we're actually expecting quite a warm up that's going to carry us through the rest of the week and into the weekend. We're currently sitting close to 64 in Madison, throughout southern Wisconsin in the mid to low 60s. Our dew point's close to 60 also, so it does feel a little muggy outside right now. A break in the rain for tonight and for tomorrow morning, but for Tuesday afternoon, we are expecting some shower chances and potentially a few strong thunderstorms to develop later on in the day. Wednesday brings us a dry sky. We don't have to talk about any rain for the morning or the afternoon break, but then another opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms will build in for Thursday, and that chance could bring a little bit of accumulation. As far as any potential for severe weather, again, our storms dying down tonight, but tomorrow we do have a slight risk for severe storms stretching through most of the state. The concern for us, not so much the amount of rain coming through, but since it's going to be so warm and humid outside, anything that does pop up could pack a little bit of a punch for us. We'll be watching the radar pretty closely tomorrow afternoon and evening. Wednesday, a clear sky, so not expecting anything to move in for us. Overnight low temperatures will fall to about 60 to start off the day with some sun, and then again late in the day is when we're looking at the chance for a few isolated thunderstorms to develop. Wednesday's looking nice and clear. Heading into the end of the week and the weekend, though, it's about to get quite hot and humid outside. Temperatures climbing close to 90 degrees for the weekend, and those heat indices popping up to the mid to upper 90s for us. So because of this, our first real summer weekend, as far as the temperatures are concerned, we do have alert days in the forecast for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It's going to be very hot and very humid outside all 3 days. Overnight low of about 60 in Madison. Our skies steadily becoming mostly clear. We'll start the day off mostly clear, and then that chance for an isolated thunderstorm will develop late tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the mid 80s for afternoon highs for Tuesday and Wednesday, so about a 10-degree jump for us from where we're at with our high temperatures today. That chance for some showers and thunderstorms builds back in on Thursday. And then for Friday, we do have the slight chance for some storms coming in. Again, those alert days heading into the weekend and next week. That's really our first time that it is going to feel hot, hot, hot outside and muggy for this weekend, unfortunately. The 4th of July also looking a little warm and muggy right now. It's at the very end of that 10-day forecast, but we're keeping a close eye on it.
Well, it's summer, and it
is
won't
summer.
last long.
I don't mind it.
Here.
The first snow is probably 90 days away, right? So
It's true. At this point, we've got to start.
it's not that
Don't
soon.
hold us to
I
that.
know.
Don't do that. Yes, summer is here,
I like
and we're
it.
going to have it for July. That's
I'm
for
ready
sure.
for it. I like it.
Thank you.
Dana, thanks. All right, is Giannis the MVP? We're going to tell you next in sports.
Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo is the most valuable player in the NBA this season. Giannis got the honor at the NBA awards ceremony in Santa Monica, California just a couple of minutes ago. Rudy Gobert edged Giannis for Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis averaged almost 26 points, over 12 rebounds, and almost 6 assists a game this season. He joins Christian Yelich as a Milwaukee Pro Sports MVP.
It takes more than one person to win 16 games. Every time I walk to the locker room, I saw my teammates, they were ready to go to fight. They were ready to go to war with me. They laced up their shoes, they went out there and they gave 100%.
Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer is the NBA's Coach of the Year tonight. The Bucks won 44 games last year. Budenholzer coached them to a 60-win regular season and an appearance in the Eastern Conference Finals before losing to eventual NBA champion Toronto. General Manager John Horst was also named Executive of the Year. The United States is into the quarterfinals of the FIFA Women's World Cup, but Spain gave the Americans all they could handle in their round of 16 today. Former Badger Rose Lavelle was in the middle of the most critical play in the game. With the score tied at 1, Lavelle was crossing the box when number 14 in red hit her with the shin with her foot. Not much of a foul, but by the book, it's a penalty kick. They go to the VAR, which stands for Video Assistant Referee. The foul is confirmed. Penalty kick given. Megan Rapinoe gets her second PK of the match. It's the game winner, and the US of A escapes with a 2-1 win to go to the quarterfinals. They'll face the home team, France, in Paris Friday afternoon. The other quarterfinal on that side of the bracket will be played Thursday afternoon when Norway goes against England. The other World Cup result today, Sweden beat Canada 1-0. The American Family Insurance Championship was all anyone could hope for. High drama as guys missed winning putts on 18 to set up a playoff between the two local favorites, Jerry Kelly and Steve Stricker, and a World Golf Hall of Famer, Retief Goosen. Kelly won it on the third playoff hole. He rolled in the birdie putt on 15 and set off a wild celebration with his caddy, Eric Miller. It was Kelly's first win on PGA Tour Champions in a year and a half, and he's a Wisconsin guy winning a Wisconsin PGA Tour Champions event.
Can't just press a button and say, okay, we're in Wisconsin, it must be the Wisconsin guys. I mean, it's actually harder than it is easier. So I think we've had a great record. And again, to have two of us in the playoff, I think it's impressive. It's just not that easy.
As for Steve Stricker, it was a disappointing finish as his putt in the playoff did a horseshoe around the hole and stayed out. But as far as the week goes, Stricker says he took a lot of pride and satisfaction for the week. And he's a proud papa tonight, too, because he posted this picture of his daughter Izzy on Twitter this afternoon. Izzy won the drive, chip, and putt competition for 12 and 13-year-old girls today at the Oaks. And she moves on to the next round. Stricker said it's probably the family's best chance to get back to the Masters, where the drive, chip, and putt finals are held. Way to go, Izzy, and we'll be right back.
All right, let's go to Dana. Final check.
So we are expecting our weather to continue to get warmer for us. We're going to see temperatures in the mid-80s tomorrow and on Wednesday. Expecting sunshine to start off the day tomorrow, but then a slight chance for some thunderstorms later in the day. Some of those thunderstorms actually could bring some very heavy downpours and strong wind gusts. So we'll be keeping a close eye on the radar tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday, we have sunshine, a chance for showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, and those alert days for the weekend because our temperatures will cross that 90-degree threshold and the heat index readings in the mid to upper 90s.
Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.